Welcome to week number 3 for strategic technology. So here's sort of the overarching theme of the week. Digital technology is a given in every industry. There's none that I can think of that even farming is far more digital and high tech than it's ever been, in the last 500 years for sure. It just as an example. Current innovations now have more to do with customer experience than the idea of having to adopt technology. Customer experience, so you and I in a buying situation, think of it that way. Companies are differentiating from other companies by how they can improve customer experiences. Information like shipping information, think about that. A key experience is online or using company-issued technology. So these are the two things. We're going to evaluate disruptive technology and define steps to innovate in a digital age, which is what we live in. So here's the learning activities. This is what you'll go through. Again, this is in the course for week number 3. Pay attention to these carefully. Customer experience. So here's your assignments. So usability of systems is the main focus for technology companies or any company. User experience. People want software tools and other things like phones to be easy to learn and use. This you would think is a given, but sometimes, even at this stage of our technological world, sometimes user experience is sacrificed for ease of design. And I'll tell you this, it's one thing to make something that works. It's another thing to make something seem simple when in fact it's very complex. And that a lot of times is the job of the people that write code and build software. But anyway, so question number 1. And again, you're going to bold these followed by your answer. Discuss how important usability is to the user, to you as a user. And you can do it generically too. Number 2, find an article on usability and discuss how it relates to your personal feelings on usability. So you want to find an article complementary to what you've discussed. So you might want to find the article first and then write it up in that order. Post your initial response. Here's a couple, 3 places to look for articles. So respond to 2 other posts. So they changed the requirements here. CIO.com and these other links that should give you access to a fair amount of articles. And my advice is to breeze through as many as you have time for, because that's how you're going to learn more about user experience. But it's very powerful. Then replies. So again, reply to as many as you have time for. And your teammates or your classmates have very interesting thoughts, so I suggest reading as many as you feel moved by. Then the last for week 3 here is digital disruption paper. The purpose of the paper is to gain an understanding of the importance of digital capabilities that may either disrupt a company or aid a company in gaining market share. So disruption isn't a bad thing. It's sort of like a reorg. If you change processes, remember BPI, BPA, BPR, improvement, automation, and reengineering. If you look at those, that's going to disrupt. If you've worked somewhere and they change software, change how you do things, some people quit. Now that's not all bad, because we have to seek and utilize improvements as best we can. So current companies struggle to keep up with rapid change in technology, as does the workforce, but it's absolutely vital. So in a 3 to 4 page paper, now that's double spaced. If you want to make it 2-page single spaced, that's perfectly fine. Anyway, if you double space is fine. Include these sections though. And by sections, I mean you should have a header in bold as how was this technology categorized as disruptive or sustaining? Identify trade-offs and advantages of both disruption or sustaining. Meaning disruptive, how did it change what we did? Or sustaining, how did it support what we did or need to do? Or maybe eliminate what we do. And here's a simple example. Self-checkouts at grocery stores or other stores. That's a use of technology. Very disruptive, but it is also sustaining. So that might be one to it. So you can identify trade-offs, cost-benefit ideas, and what are the advantages of both. Okay, number 2. Include reference to other course materials or external resources to aid in explaining how technology may disrupt or aid business and key steps in adoption strategies. So those are the two basic sections. But if you've got subsections, go ahead and label those in bold as well. That should take us through week 3. You're almost there, so hang in there. Stay current, and look forward to reading your work.